We now go to Bayshore Veterinary Hospital to learn more on heat stroke in dogs and what to do. Welcome to our second installment of Vet Visits with Dr. Hunt.
Well, what I'd like to talk to you about today is the fact that it's become warm. We're past winter, at least for a week, and it's gotten hot enough where heat stroke is a concern for our pets, especially dogs. They don't have to be a black dog to get overheated. They could be any color for that matter. But in this type of weather and with the sun, they can heat stroke or overheat very quickly. How do you identify whether or not the dog has had heat stroke or is undergoing heat stroke? It's very obvious looking at the dog. Typically, they're panting so hard you can see their tail through their mouth. What I mean by that, their mouth is just wide open, their tongue is hanging out to the ground. They're just gasping for breath that way. They're standing, their heart rate's very high, they look very panicked, and if you took their temperature, usually it's up over 105 degrees, which is about 4 degrees higher than normal. But taking their temperature isn't something we're going to do at the beach or when we're hiking in the woods. We're going to look for those clinical signs that suggest that they're overheating. And like they say, they're panting uncontrollably, their mouth is wide open, they're really in some distress. And what do we do at that point is we want to cool them down. If you have access to a lake or a stream or a creek, put them in that. If you have a hose, water them down. Okay, it really helps to take the temperature off the dog as quickly as possible. And as you're doing that, call your veterinarian to determine if you need to bring the dog in or not. So, dogs can overheat being at the beach, even if they're running in and out of the lake. You'd be surprised, or on a boat for that matter. But if you're by a water body, let's use it to cool them down. If you're not, let's use a hose. We'll get a fan on them. You can pour rubbing alcohol on their feet as well. That really takes their temperature down in a rapid fashion. And then lastly, call your veterinarian when you're experiencing something like this to get their advice as well. There's plenty of great veterinarians out there. Use them to your advantage, and remember, be your pet's best advocate.
Lastly, don't forget to check out our new local show, Wake Up. This will showcase local Upper Peninsula's businesses and activities and is hosted by ABC 10's very own Yaching Lee. Starting this Sunday at 12 p.m. on your hometown station, Yaching will discuss gardening in your backyard.